Yes, yes, yes. Everyone's favorite mentor character, Obi Wan Kenobi, Ben Kenobi, probably the person who took the least amount of effort in history to disguise their name. Obi Wan Kenobi's back on Disney Plus. The show's just about ready to wrap up its run. A couple episodes left. Just like everything Star Wars, it's divisive. Some people just decided they're just gonna hate it. And I'm not even talking about the racists who have a problem with Reva because of her skin color. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about the people who just have this problem. If it's not exactly the picture in my head, it's wrong. It's sacrilegious. Get it out of my face. I'm not one of those guys. I've been let down by Star Wars before, so I know what it's like to go into a Star Wars situation expecting something and not getting exactly what you expect. But guess what? You just roll with it. Anyway, I'm not going to lecture. Okay? The official Blerd Insights take on Obi Wan Kenobi, it's good. Seal of approval. Official seal of approval from Obi Wan Kenobi. It does things, it gets things right that Boba Fett was reaching for, but just couldn't nail. You care about Obi-Wan's plight a little bit more than you care about Boba Fett's, because you feel like Boba Fett's, the things that were happening in his story seemed to be happening because the creators thought it would be cool. And that's not to disparage them, because I'm a big fan of Robert Rodriguez and I'm a big fan of Jon Favreau. But the way that Deborah Chow is presenting the world of Obi-Wan, it feels more real. It spends a lot of time just hanging out with Obi-Wan, with this broken, sad dude. I love me a nice, good loser character where the story just presents him as a guy that just is completely not having it together. Obi-Wan's having real Joe Hollenbeck vibes up in that cave. Check out The Last Boy Scout if you haven't. But I like me a character who's down and out, who's dejected. Nobody really respects him in the story. He's got kind of a crappy job. He's not the cool guy at the job. He's not joking around. He keeps to himself. Nobody likes the guy that just keeps to himself at the job. He's that guy. Uncle Owen, who he trusted with Luke, is straight up treating him like a deadbeat dad. Just saying, hey man, scram. Oh, you got a toy for Luke? Oh, let me see that. Bam. Out the window. Don't bring your ass around here no more. That's basically what he told him. Don't bring your ass around here no more, Obi-Wan. I'm serious. Because it is trouble. Like if Darth Vader is looking for you personally, we can't kick it. You are on your own, player. Uncle Owen, I can't even trip. You did the right thing. And let me just keep it real. I know they were trying to paint Obi-Wan's cave as, this disparaging place, but they overproduction designed it because the place looks the bomb. Obi-Wan's cave was dope. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to feel sorry for him with all that square footage? Shit. You know how easily you could turn your cave into an Airbnb, player? Cave Flippers of Tatooine. You want me to feel bad? You got your own little, grill situation. He made him a bomb little stew. You got yourself a stew going. Obi-Wan? Nice view, sitting up eating. Nice little, a view like that? I know Tatooine is supposed to be kind of in the sticks, but on the outer rim, but I think if you were a little savvy, you could turn that into a Airbnb. But you're hiding out from the Empire, so whatever. But he found himself a cool little spot. That's all I'm saying. And I like how the show was, especially the first few episodes, was really just all about adding pressure to having him come out as a Jedi. Like it was all, each episode ramped up the pressure to make it so that he had to reveal himself as to who he truly was. And I just really like that as a tension device because the audience knows what he's capable of. And just that him having to hold restraint to not get caught was a nice tension. So let's just go ahead and talk about it, man. I like Reva. I like her. I like the design of the character. I like the fact that they have a character who has something personal against Obi-Wan and somebody who's real ambitious and going out of their way to find him. Now, could the portrayal of the character be a little bit more menacing? Yeah, okay. But that's nitpicking, to be honest. Because there was times where she was super menacing. Like when she was walking through the crowd, she chopped off old girl's hand. She chopped off Margaret's hand in front of everybody. And didn't nobody say nothing or do nothing. She was menacing in that. She's been menacing, and I think there's stuff that she's going to do in the future. And I hope that character is able to survive, because I think there's room for growth, and there's room for Moses Ingram, the actress who plays the character Reva, to really grow and get comfortable and try and experiment new things with her. But I think so far she's doing a great job. Think about it. How many characters are, if you know Darth Vader's your boss, how ambitious are you going to be? How noticed do you really want to be? And there's a chance he could just pop up because y'all base is in the Mustafar system. So his planet is close by. So he could just pop up and he's probably going to be pissed. I'm not going to be ambitious in that scenario. I'm going to be middle management, under the radar. The highest, if I know that Darth Vader could pop up in my job at any moment, demanding things, the highest in rank, the highest I want to go in that organization is like break room supervisor. And not even an entire Star Destroyer. Like, I'm in charge of the break rooms from deck 13 to 42. Nah, that's too many. I'm in charge of the break rooms from deck 14 to 19. Those are the break rooms. You got a problem on decks 14 through 19, you come holler at G. Anybody needs anyone else, I am not here. If I find out Darth Vader's coming to my floor, I'm taking an escape pod and I'm getting the hell out of there. But your girl Reva said, no, I'm going to get his attention. I'm going to go out of my way. Reva didn't give a damn. And even the actress, Moses Ingram, is channeling Reva, dealing with the racists who have a problem with the black character. She did a lengthy Instagram post that basically boiled down to 2 words that she said for all these racists and all these haters. She said, y'all weird. And it's the perfect black woman response. So, shout out to Moses Ingram. Let's go ahead and talk about the damn fight. The fight came out of nowhere. Could not believe it. In the smack dab middle of the series. And I just love the decision to do that, because everybody knew, the makers knew that's what everybody was expecting. That's what the series was sort of built on, this climactic rematch between Darth Vader and Obi Wan. And the show goes, all right, we're just going to give it to you right now. Bam! And so now everything after that, you don't know what the hell's going to happen. It was beautiful. And granted, the episode that came after it wasn't as strong as the 3rd episode, but that's okay. I love how the fight was very barren and pared down. There wasn't much to it visually, as opposed to how big and operatic and dramatic the fight was in The Force Awakens. I mean, in Revenge of the Sith. It's just a great contrast, you know. If the lava in Revenge of the Sith was a metaphor for Anakin's like unbridled, newly unreleased, unbridled, unchecked rage, then the environment of the mining planet where they fought in Obi-Wan could be a metaphor for Darth Vader's, you know, a cold, calculated, all business type of attitude now. He still's got the rage, but he's more machine now than man. He's got more of a just a matter of factness to what he does. Emperor sends me out. I go out. I scare people. I kill some people. I get some shit done. I come home, get in my chamber, meditate. That's it. No poker night. No imperial mistress. I sit in my chamber and I wait for the next time to scare people and murk people. And so I think that new environment is supposed to sort of represent that, as opposed to the just the chaos of you know, fighting in a sea of lava, jumping down a lava waterfall. I was always wondering about that. You know, if you are walking on the beach by the water you're going to get splashed with little droplets of water, but you don't mind because it's water. But what if it was lava you was walking past? I mean, they was fighting, jumping all in and out of on top of things that was floating on the lava. You mean to tell me one little splash of lava didn't hit nobody's cheek? Like, that's over. I'm fighting, trying to be tough, and a splash of lava hits the side of my face, hits my fucking nose or your tongue. We're done. Fight's over. Time out, bro. We got to move to another spot. This is fucking me up. I guess it was just using the force to keep the lava droplets off of them. Anyway, I love the fact that Obi-Wan actually looked scared fighting him, because he knew he hadn't been experienced. He hadn't been fighting. Darth Vader go out murking every other day, you know. His murk count, he don't even count no more. It'd be too much. It's like, do you count how many tissues you've used in your life? Nah. And this is another thing. Obi-Wan, I get how symbolic it is that you don't want to have anything to do with that Jedi life and everything, but maybe you don't bury the weapon that you're the best with, especially if you know that there are other people who use similar weapons who are looking for you to kill you. You might want to keep that under the pillow, bro. I understand you're over that life, but that life ain't over you. Maybe you don't bury it far the hell away. And it showed, because he hadn't been practicing. And Darth Vader had, and whooped his ass. And I love how the show even gave Vader a little arc, because the fight was won. He could have killed Obi-Wan and gone on about his business and doing something else. But his desire to get revenge on Obi-Wan and to make him suffer is what cost him Obi-Wan. Him throwing him in the fire and talking to him and taunting him is what gave the undercover Imperial officer, the double agent Imperial officer, an opportunity to save him and rescue him, create a diversion. Had he just killed him, he would have been done with it. But it was his own ego and his own hubris that caused him to fail. And so even though he has become more cold and calculated, he still doesn't have it all worked out as how to be Darth Vader. And that's cool, because he could have just had him be like a Terminator situation, like he just comes at people like a wall. But to actually make it so that his failure was based on his own doing was an excellent touch. And I cannot just congratulate the show and Deborah Chow for going there. I'm not sure if she wrote the episode where he appeared, but whoever wrote it, I'm sure y'all all talked it through. Thank y'all for just making Darth Vader a complete asshole. He's a villain. He has to be. He can't just look cool. He's got to do very dickish things. And dragging innocent people down the street with the Force and like snapping adolescents' necks with the Force. Okay. Yeah, that's a villain. Rogue One, props to you too for just showing. But those were soldiers, you know. Those were rebels. And so even though he tore them up, it was kind of understandable. Deborah Chow took it a step further. No, I'm killing farmers. My Darth Vader is snapping farmers' necks. And he's the main villain of your story. You gotta have him doing villainous stuff. I like the idea of the path. It seems it's a little like, I don't want to diminish this comparison. What I'm comparing it to, I don't want to diminish that, but it seems like a Jedi Underground Railroad. Like, I don't want to diminish the importance of the actual Underground Railroad, but that's the first thing that I thought when the undercover double agent Imperial character told Obi-Wan that there's a network of people who are willing to hide and help Jedi. I was like, oh wow, that's an interesting little comparison there. But I do like the idea of the path, because it opens up so many opportunities for world building. You can go to different stops on the path. It could be any planet, any person could be helping out people along the path. Wink, wink, Mace Windu. Where you at, bruh? George Lucas left it on the table. Okay, his Star Warses weren't perfect, but one thing that he did do perfectly was set up a very cool Mace Windu returns moment. Mace Windu, that's where his ass flew out of. Mace Windu, he set it up for you. He just laid it out right in front of you, served it right up for you. A perfect, oh shit, Mace Windu! Perfect opportunity. He's a member of the Path. He's helping people out undercover. I'm just saying, it's right there for you. Seems like Disney is throwing everything at the wall Star Wars wise and seeing what sticks. Y'all on that nostalgia train. This is you want to see some reaction videos, you let Mace Windu's ass pop up. I'm just saying, if you keep the Path idea going outside of Obi-Wan, it would behoove you to have Mace Windu's ass pop up on the Path. Well, all in all, I say that Deborah Chow, Ian McGregor, and the entire team behind Obi-Wan are doing a great job. I'm thoroughly entertained so far, and we're going to see how it all wraps up.